This conference will now be recorded.
Hello all, good morning. Welcome back. Today we are going to start Azure. Azure will take 4 to 5 sessions. Okay, the same concepts which we discussed in Google Cloud, same concepts we discussed in Azure also. So computing, how to create instance, compute and storage, networking, okay, and IAM, okay, building. These are the things we are going to cover in Azure also. So let us start. Yeah, can you see my screen, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, let us start. Right, Microsoft Azure. Okay, so it is a platform, right? So it is a Azure also giving competition to AWS. Azure is giving competition, GCP is giving, right? So as Microsoft Azure is in second place. Currently, they have very good customers, use data centers, use footprints. Okay, fine. So in this session, we'll try to understand what is cloud computing, benefits of cloud computing, types of cloud computing, and types of cloud services. What is Azure? So how to create Azure Creator account? What is Azure portal? How the Azure real-time portal? So we'll try to understand. So what is cloud computing? So we already discussed this 2 times in AWS and in GCP also we discussed this, right? So what is cloud computing? So cloud computing and ఏంటండి? What it is? మనం 2 times డిస్కస్ చేసుకున్నాం కదా. క్లౌడ్ కంప్యూటింగ్ అంటే ఏంటి? So this is the definition which I picked from Google. It's a on-demand availability of computer system resources, storage, and computing power without direct active management by the user. Right? What does it mean? So assume there is no cloud concept. So we are using on-premises servers. So for example, we can assume that. Okay, we are using infrastructure hosted in your local data center, like server switches, routers, load balancers, and every component of the infrastructure installed at your local data center. Assume like this. Who will maintain these devices and components? Who will take care of this? ఎవరు చూస్తారండి లోకల్ డేటా సెంటర్లో ఉంటే? Whenever the servers are available in local data center, local on-premises servers, who will maintain that? Admins will maintain, local admins, data center people will maintain all the components, right? So we'll be having direct access to them. So whenever we have local server, we'll have direct access, right? So hence we'll take full control of them, right? So normally whenever we connect our physical servers, local servers, we'll have full control, right? So whatever you want to perform, so whenever you are performing some maintenance activities, by the time we'll take full control of them, right? So in this case, yeah, you can take full control of them. So this was the case few years ago. Okay, however, with the introduction of cloud, everything has been changed now, right? So our infrastructure is no longer sitting inside of our local data center, right? Rather, it is being offered by a service and on demand by a third-party service provider like Azure. Okay, cloud providers like Azure, GCP, AWS, right? So Azure is the one of the leading cloud providers in the market now. Okay, so one of the leading cloud providers, right? So as our infrastructure is being maintained within the data centers of cloud provider, will not having any direct access to the servers hardware anymore, right? So cloud provider will provide the required resources like virtual networks, virtual machines, and storage, right, etc. So as a service, and we consume as a customer, we consume the services. Okay, so for that usage, we pay the bills like gas bills, electricity bills, right? So whatever services we use in cloud, for that we have to pay the bills. It's a hourly basis bills, right? It's kind of renting. So when we use cloud servers, okay, so we pay the bills hourly basis, right? Right. Next one, benefits of cloud computing. So we already discussed this one also, right? First one is costing. Cost. As I mentioned, we consume the services and we pay the bills for what we consume. This model is called as pay as you go, right? So pay as you go model, and billing is in hourly basis. So for example, if you utilize some servers from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., okay, for that 9 hours we have to pay the bills. If you use 4 hours per day, we have to pay the bills for only 4 hours, right? So it is a hourly basis. So pay as you go is the model we use in Azure. Okay. Next one is on demand. What is on demand? So when we need any resources, for example, I require one server. So when I need any server, it should be available within 1 minute. That is nothing but on demand. Whenever we need any servers, it should be available immediately. That is nothing but on demand. So normally on premises in local data centers, when you require any servers, we have to place the order with vendor, we have to procure with vendor, so the servers will be delivered within 1 week or 10 days. That service we have to move to data center, we have to insert into physical racks, right? So we have to install OS operating system, we have to install applications, we have to update antivirus, right? We have to update the patches, we have to connect network, power, everything. So once complete all these things, then we can hand over to project team and we move to production, right? That is the normal process in the on-premises setup. But whereas cloud, so whenever we need any servers, whenever we need any resources, so it should be available immediately. That is nothing but on demand, right? So within 1 minute we can create 100 servers, right, in cloud. That is on demand. Next one is broad network access. So what is broad network access? We can access our resources from anywhere, from your home, from your office, right? So anywhere we can connect our resources, which is nothing but broad network access. Next one is performance. Okay, so what is performance? As I mentioned, Azure has huge data center footprints across the globe, which in turn means huge amount of hardware resources available for cloud customers, right? So the performance will be automatically high. So whenever they have use hardware, definitely performance will be high, right? For example, in your laptop, you have 12 GB RAM and 1 TB hard drive, quad-core processor. Whenever you have high configuration, right? So definitely your laptop will give very good performance, right? So or else if you have 1 GB RAM, right? So 500 GB hard drive, only oldest processor like single core processor, for example, what will happen? Performance will be low. The same way in Azure also, they have very huge data center footprints across the globe. They have very good hardware instead of the data centers. Definitely performance will be increased, right? Next one is scalability. What is scalability? So it means expanding our resources when we need it. Expanding our resources when we need it. We can by single click we can increase the resources. So when demand comes in, our infrastructure should be expanded. When there is no demand, it will go back to original state. That is called scalability. Right? Security. So when it comes to cloud, this is the first concern every customer raises, security concerns. So for example, one project in, so last quarter, I think. So one Euro project, they asked us to provide cloud platform, Azure platform. Okay. So first question, when they want to opt any cloud platform, first question is security concerns. Okay, so how the security will be implemented, right? So when it comes to cloud, there is a first concern every customer raises. Security is the important, right? Because they host their applications, their data in the cloud, right? So as the cloud depends on internet, the internet is the most vulnerable network, right? Internet is most vulnerable network, right? How security will be addressed? So it is important, right? So Azure topmost priority is to provide security. Azure topmost priority is to provide security. So they implemented multiple security layers, multiple services to protect customer resources here in Azure. Okay, so like DDoS protection, security center, security groups, firewalls. So different layers they are providing to protect the customer data, customer resources, right? These are the benefits of cloud computing. Next one is types of cloud computing. So we know this. So public cloud, private cloud, Azure, and hybrid cloud. We already discussed this, right? In AWS, GCP also we discussed this. So public cloud means it is a third party, operated by third party. Service providers like Azure, GCP, or AWS. So private cloud means it is a on-premises cloud. So exclusively used by an organization, right? So next one is hybrid cloud. So it's a combination of public and private cloud. So why we use hybrid cloud? Some companies they are using hybrid cloud. What is the importance here? Importance ఏంటండి? Hybrid cloud importance ఏంటి? Anyone having idea? Hybrid cloud ఎందుకు వాడతారు ఇంకా still companies why they are using hybrid cloud? Some banking sectors, insurance domains, they are using hybrid cloud currently. ఎందుకు వాడతారు? Why they are using? Suresh, మీకు ఐడియా ఉందండి?
This is the mixed.
Yeah, mixed. Okay, mixed is fine.
Computer storage.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. So basically, some banking domains and insurance domains they are not believing cloud. Still, they are not believing. So if I host my databases in cloud, so if anything goes wrong, what will happen? They are thinking like that. Still, they are not believing cloud platform. So banking domains, insurance domains, they are taking hybrid cloud because they want to host their databases in their own servers, their local servers. They want to host their websites in cloud. Okay, so that is why some companies still they are using hybrid cloud. Cloud is 100% security, but still people are afraid. They are thinking like, so cloud is not secure. Okay. Next one, types of cloud services. So here we have IaaS, PaaS, SaaS. We know already, we discussed this. Infrastructure as a service. Okay. So in Azure, so we use for some Devops tools. IaaS we use for some Devops tools. So we take one VM in the Azure. On top of that, we install Jenkins, or else we can install Ansible, and we can use the infrastructure. Okay. So platform as a service means, so in Azure already some platform as a service is available. Azure App Services available, Azure SQL available, Azure Kubernetes also available. That is platform as a service. So platform as a service, infrastructure as a service. What is the difference? Infrastructure as a service means we'll create infrastructure first. On top of that, we install all the tools, right? So whereas platform as a service, already in the platform it is available. Platform itself, all the tools will be available. That is platform. Directly you can log into the platform and we can use them, right? So software as a service, this is for reusability. So we can reuse this using this. So like MS Office, Office 365, okay, and Google Drive, OneDrive. This is for reusability, right? Next one, what is Azure? So Microsoft Azure is an ever-expanding set of cloud services to help your organizations to meet your business challenges. Okay, this is the definition. Okay. So a little bit about Azure. Azure announced in 2008. Okay. So with the code name Project Red Dog. Azure name, first name is Project Red Dog. Okay. So officially launched on February 1st, 2010 as Windows Azure. Okay. So renamed as Microsoft Azure on March 25th, 2015. So Azure, Microsoft Azure, Windows Azure, Microsoft Azure, there will be difference services wise, console wise. Okay. If you search in Google Windows Azure dashboard, you will get that. That was like different one. Okay. In 2015, they completely changed the dashboards and they changed the name as well. It is Microsoft Azure. Okay. Next, a little bit about Azure, various services offerings, Azure virtual machines, okay, networking, storage, serverless computing, containers, app services, SQL databases are few of them. These are the Azure global infrastructure. So global data centers. Okay. So Azure is having use data centers footprints because Azure is Microsoft is a oldest one, right? They have used customers, right? So these are the data centers. So in Americas region, Europe region, APACHE region, Africa's region, they have used footprints across the globe, right? Next one, Azure Security. So 90 plus compliance offerings. So Azure DDoS protection is available. DDoS protection. DDoS protection means distributed denial of service. That is one layer, security layer. Distributed denial of service. Okay. So using this, they implement the security. Also, they have Azure Security Center, Azure Firewall, Azure Key Vault for protect customer applications and data. Okay. Yeah. So what is Azure Portal? So this is the portal. So unified management interface to manage your applications on Azure, including web apps, databases, virtual machines, virtual networks, storage, and 3,500 plus other services available. Okay. Yeah. This is the how to create account. Okay. Azure.microsoft.com. So first you can type azure.microsoft.com. So here to create the account, so click on start free. Okay. Once you click on start free, right? So it will show you 12 months free data account, right? So it is showing 12 months free, but it will give you 3 months only, not 12 months. Okay, this is the dashboard. See here. Here they are showing 12 months free. 13,300 credits they give free of cost. 13,300 credits. In GCP, so we are getting $300, right? The same way here, 13,300 credits we get, and some service, limited services will be there. So always free services are there. 25 plus services here. 25 plus services always free. Okay. Yeah, these are the products free for 12 months. These are the products free for 12 months. So 750 hours free for virtual machines, Linux virtual machines, 750 hours free. Okay, and blob storage 5 GB free, VPN gateways 750 hours free, and 750 hours free for service bus, Windows virtual machines 750 hours free, file storage 5 GB free, right? 750 hours of load balancers, one standard tier registry, right? Manage disks and SQL database 250 GB, right? Azure Cosmos DB and 10 GB LRS storage, locally redundant storage. LRS means locally redundant storage. Okay. Next one, which products are always free? Which products are always free? See here. So Azure Cosmos DB free for always. Okay. Event Grid, it is free. App service free. Kubernetes service AKS, Azure Kubernetes service. So it is a free, right? So AKS, GKS, EKS, we'll call it right. In Azure, we'll call it as AKS, Azure Kubernetes service. In Google Cloud, we'll call it as GKS, Google Kubernetes engine, Google Kubernetes service. And AWS will call it as EKS, Elastic Kubernetes service, right? So here AKS is free, always free, right? Next functions free, Dev test labs also free. Okay, so platform services. So platform services, whatever services we have in Azure, these are the services: compute services, cloud services, service fabric, remote app, batch, web and mobile services like web apps, okay, API apps, API management, mobile apps, logic apps, notification apps, right? So developer services, these are the developer services: Visual Studio Code, Azure SDK. Azure SDK means Azure Software Development Kit. Team project, application insights, these are the developer services. Integration services, storage queues, BizTalk services, hybrid connections, service bus. Okay. Next one is media and CDN. Media services, content delivery network. Okay, CDN. And analytics and LOT, IoT, not LOT. Analytics and IoT. IoT is also available in the Azure. Internet of Things. IoT means Internet of Things. Okay. So HD Insight, machine learning, data factory, event hub. Okay. So stream analytics, mobile engagements, data, SQL database, SQL data warehouse, Redis cache, search, document DB, tables. Okay. These are the platform services, including our Azure. Someone asking some question. Which is the majority used cloud platform in the current market? So AWS is always leader. In current market, AWS is always leader. So Azure is in second place. So AWS occupied 33% market share, right? Azure is nearly 18% only, right? AWS is always leader. So these are the platform as a platform services. Next one is, yeah, that's it. These are the slides available. Okay. So now let us go and check how to create account. Okay. How to create account. We'll see that. So the URL is azure.microsoft.com. Azure.microsoft.com. Microsoft.com. So to create account, azure.microsoft.com, go to browser, azure.microsoft.com. See here, try Azure for free. So creating account is very simple in Azure. Okay, so click on this, start free, click on this. So popular services free for 12 months, 25 plus other services free for always. See here, start with $200 Azure credits. In rupees 13,000 something we get. You will have 30 days to use it. So within 30 days only we have to use this. They are showing 12 months, but they're putting some conditions here. See here. So only 30 days only. So initial days they give 12 months. So later they give 3 months. Now they're giving 30 days only. Within 30 days we have to use this. Okay. Start free, click on this. So once we click on this, we have to give one email ID. Okay, one email ID we have to give, and we have to provide all the details, and we have to give the credit card details or debit card details, right? So we have to enter all these things, right? So without the credit card, debit card, account will not be activated, right? And also don't select pay as you go. If you select pay as you go, so automatically deduct will be happened in your account, from your account. So monthly charges will be deducted automatically. So Microsoft will charge more pricing for services. So I'm using paid service. I'm using paid service. Every month I'm paying 3,000, minimum 3,000, 2,000 or 3,000, right? So don't select pay as you go. You can select free tier. Okay. Yeah. This is the way we can create the account. Once we create the account, it is very simple to create account. So once we create the account, open browser, portal.azure.com is the URL. Portal.azure.com. You can select your email ID and give the password. Click on sign in. Now I'm able to log in my console. Fine. So this is the dashboard, Azure dashboard. Fine. So this is my this is my account. This is my email ID. Click on this. See here, my Microsoft account. If you want to check your details, account details, you can check here. Switch directory. If you want to switch to directory, you can switch to directory. Click on this. Yeah. If you want to change your dashboard appearance, you can change your dashboard appearance. Okay. Advanced filters you can add. So dashboard appearance means Azure dashboard. Okay. So currently we are using this dashboard, right? I'm using this dashboard. If you want to change this appearance, go to here and switch directory. Click on this. Appearance and startup views. Click on this. You can change to different blue color, something dark color. You can click on dark color. Apply. See here. This is the dashboard. So if you want to change custom dashboards, you can change like this. And also light color. If you want to change light, see here, all are light, right? If you want to change blue, change like this. If you want to change different way, like this, you can change, right? This is default one. You can keep this, right? So you can change settings from here. Okay. Next one is feedback. So this is a feedback tab. Okay. So when we use any services, okay, so for that we can provide feedback. The service is good. The service is not working properly. The service is yeah, unable to work on this, so it is not good. Like whatever you want to update feedback, you can update. Okay. So next one, this one, question mark, help. If you want to raise a case with Microsoft for any service, you can click on this and you can raise a case with vendor Microsoft, right? And next one, settings. If you want to change any settings from here also, you can change the settings. Whatever changes you want to make, you can change. Next one, these are the updates, alerts, notifications. Whatever you perform in the console, all the notifications will be, all the logs will be available in the bell symbol. Okay. Next one. Yeah, directories and subscriptions. So subscriptions, if you want to check subscriptions, okay, you can check from here. Subscription means it is a account. Subscription means it is a account. If you want to check anything, you can check from here. Okay. What is subscription? Say still single billing account unit. So it is a billing account, right? Next one is cloud shell. If you want to use shell command line, you can enable this cloud shell. Okay. So these are the tabs available here. And next one is navigation menu. Show portal navigation menu. Click on this. These are the services: home, dashboard, all services, favorites, all resources, resource groups, quick start center, app services, function app, SQL databases, Azure Cosmos DB, virtual missions. If you want to create a mission, virtual mission, you can create from here. Load balancers, storage accounts, virtual networks. So Active Directory. So one more important feature, Azure Active Directory. So normally when you want to create users, you can use from Active Directory only. In Azure, Active Directory is implemented here. So this is Microsoft service, right? Active Directory. So in Azure, it is integrated. Next one is monitoring. Monitor, advisor, security center, cost management, billing. Okay. If you want to raise a case with vendor, Microsoft, you can raise a case from here. Okay. So like this, yeah, these are the tabs we can use when we want to create any servers, when we want to create any network or anything, subscriptions. You can select the tab and you can create, right? Yeah, first one is I want to show you subscriptions account. Okay, so this is my subscription. Just click on this. This is my paid service, not free account. This is Azure subscription. One is the paid service. So every month I'm getting bill. Okay, it is not free of cost. So let me check. Last month I think I haven't get any bill because I haven't used much. Let me check. Oh, 1200 already generated. Okay. Last bill amount. This is the last bill amount. Due date is 1st September. I have to pay this bill. Every month minimum I'm getting 1200, 2000, 3000 because so one time only they will allow free tier account. They will not allow again and again. They will track each and everything. If you try to create free tier account again, easily they will track. They will track using your hardware, your laptop hardware, your email ID, your phone number. Okay, they can easily track. They will not allow to create filter second time. Okay, so that is why. So we have to be very careful. Also, while working on Azure portal, once you complete your practice, you have to delete their services. Otherwise, will automatically generate. Okay. So in AWS, not like that. AWS, they will not charge anything unknowingly. But here, so they will charge something and they will auto debit from your account. Okay. So this is my Azure subscription. Go back here. Next one. We can create first VM today. Okay, we can create one VM today, and how to connect the VM, we'll try to understand. Okay. Yeah. So to create a VM virtual machine, so here we have virtual machines, right? You can click on this, or else you can go to navigation menu, click on virtual machine. Click on virtual machines. So there is no virtual machines available here. So click on create, click on virtual machine. See here, once we click on this, it is showing subscription, whatever subscription is available. If it is free tier or paid one, it will select automatically. Next one is the resource group. So resource group is required for creating virtual machines. Okay, resource group is like where we create resources. Okay, resource group means where we create all the resources. Okay, so we grouping, right? So already one resource group is there. Few resource groups are there, right? So these are the resource group. I select this. So tomorrow I'll show you how to create resource group, how to create VNets. So here we'll call it as VNets. VPC, we'll call it as VNet, right? And next one is virtual machine name. So I give VM01 virtual machine name. A region West US. By default it is showing West US. I can keep this. Availability options. No infrastructure redundantly required. Redundancy, we have to choose. If you want to replicate your servers to other regions, you have to choose this. Okay, so no redundancy. I don't want to keep this redundancy. I can keep this as is. Image I want to use Ubuntu server 18.04. If you want to change any image, you can change Windows or else different OS, SUSE Linux, right? See all images, you'll get all the images. See here, different images are available. Whatever required, you can select. CentOS, different things. Default one is Ubuntu. Okay, so you can keep this. Next one is SSH public key. We can use, or else we can use password also. So before that, size means standard DS1. This is basic mission. So we have different sizes, standard DS2, standard DS3, like this. So like T2 micro, T2 nano, we use in AWS, right? The same way here we have standard DS1, standard DS2, like that. So this is the costing, 3,681 for this mission per month. Okay, so I can use password. I don't want to use public key. I can use password. Username we have to give Azure user 1. I want to give Azure user 1. Password you can give custom password. You can use custom password. So in the password you can give capital letters, small letters, numbers, special character. Okay. Next one, public inbound ports. If you select none, so it will be SSH port will not be selected, so that you cannot connect your mission. So always we have to allow selected ports, which is 22 port. Okay. So next, click on disks. See here, OS disk type is premium SSD. locally redundant storage. Okay, premium storage we are using here. By default, they are providing premium storage. Encryption type. So default one, by default it is selected. Next one is, so data disks. So normally for a data disks we use external storages. In real time, if you want to store any data, use data, we connect external storages, right? So that is, you can say LUN. LUN means logical unit number. This is external storage we connect with our machine. Okay. Normally OS drive is local drive. So to store data, we use external storage, which is LUN. Right? Yeah. So here you can attach existing disk, or else you can create new disk from the external storage. Okay. Next one. Click on networking. See here. So this is a default VNet. VNet means VPC. Okay, virtual network. Subnet, default subnet. IP, new IP. So NSC network security, basic one we can use. Public inbound ports, allow selected ports, 22 ports should be allowed. Right? So yeah. Okay, yeah. Default one, we can keep this. Okay. Next, management. So management is monitoring. So if you want to enable monitoring, you can enable, or else you can keep the default values. I don't want to enable monitoring. I want to disable this monitoring. You can keep as this. Click on next, advanced options also you can keep as this default one. Okay, click on tags. Tag we can provide name VM01. Next, review and create. Click on this. You can review your options, whatever you gave. So these are the details which we provided here. Right. So now we can create virtual machine. Click on this. Now the virtual machine is creating. Deployment is in progress. Now it is creating. Yeah, now it is created. Deployment is completed. So the VM is created now. So once we create this VM, go back to home, click on virtual machines. This is our virtual machine, right? So click on this virtual machine. Yeah, see here. Operating system is Linux Ubuntu. Size is standard DS1 V2. Right, public IP. This is the public IP. Virtual machine, virtual network is default one. Right. So these are the details. Networking. Okay. So this is the IP address. Private IP. Public IP. This one. Size standard DS1. One virtual CPU. 3.5 GB. RAM. Disk. Disk is VM disk 1. Right now. So how to connect this instance? How to connect this VM? How can we connect this? We'll see that. So copy public IP, open partition, paste here, and open, directly open. No need to give authentication. Okay, no need to give SSH authentication, directly we can open. Give the public IP here, click on open. Now we can give username and password. Azure user1 is the username and give password. Now I am able to connect this. So this is my VM. So now we can deploy same way. Okay. Sudo apt-get update. So Git is already available. The same way deployments will be like we can install whatever you want. Okay. Apt-get install Java. Else apt-get install OpenJDK 8 star. So like this, we can install whatever software we required, and we can hand over to project teams in real time. Yeah, done. Right. So this is the way we can deploy. We can connect our virtual machines, VMs in Azure. We can deploy whatever applications we require. Right. So we can perform this, and we can hand out to project teams in real time. Fine. So you can create one account today, Azure account, created account, and tomorrow we'll work on resource groups and VNets. Will cover tomorrow. What is resource group? What is VNet? How to create VNet? Virtual network. VNet means virtual network. VPC. Okay. So how to create VNet? Instead of the VNet, how can we create virtual machine? And how to connect that? And what is subscription? Benefits of Azure Resource Manager. So we'll cover tomorrow.
Sir, how to delete the VM? Sir?
Yeah, delete VM. It's very simple. Go to virtual machine, select virtual machine, delete. So in Azure, don't delete directly. First you can stop this. Okay. First you can stop and then you can delete. In Azure, we can delete directly, but it is not recommended way. Okay. So we can stop first and we can delete. So once we click on the stop, it will stop. Now it is in running state, it will be stopped. It will take a few seconds. It will take 1 or 2 minutes, and after that you can delete this. Once it is stopped, you can delete. Okay, this is the recommended way in Azure. Don't directly delete this. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Fine. So we stop here for today. Can you share AWS interview questions? Yes, sure. I'll share that. I'll share, wait for 2 sessions. Okay, once complete this Azure, I'll share AWS questions, Azure questions, GCP also I'll share. Fine. So we stop here for today. Thank you all.